To go live.
What's going on?
Hey, everybody,
Now we're live.
welcome to Bizchicks TV, the place to be for tips, tools, and strategies. Everything you need to run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Tuesday. You know what that means. The digital diva is in the house. She's going to be bringing it all to us today. Everything you need to up your digital marketing game. So sit back, relax, get your chairs in their upright positions, get a pen, get a paper, preferably a notebook that you can take notes and not just take notes, but do your notes. Okay. Thank you for everybody watching live on the replay everywhere. We are broadcasting today, YouTube, um,
LinkedIn
LinkedIn,
today.
Facebook, everywhere, Twitter. Thank you so much. And let's get this party started. So, Carpe Diem marketing chat with TJO. Oh, I like it. TJO. Take the
Oh,
floor.
it's supposed to be Bizchicks in well, we'll fix it. We'll fix that. That's StreamYard. But this is the Bizchicks TV, where it's Tuesday. We talk about marketing strategy, social media strategies, everything you need to grow your business. And before we get started on this topic, I just want to remind everybody that there is an AI workshop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's Thursday, May 25th, 1 p.m. Get the link by going to, if you're in the Discord, you know how to get it. It's already there. If you need the link, DM me, let me know, or go to any of my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everything is there. And you just click the link, sign up. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss it.
Yes.
Now, you may think that you know how to use AI. And when I say AI, I'm splitting this into two parts. It's going to be text. So we're talking about text, which is generative GPT tools, like Chat GPT, Bing, and Bard. Those are where you put in text prompts. And then there's the other one, which is the images, which I'm not even ready to touch yet. But on the text side, you may have used it, and you may have come away frustrated not getting the results you want. Well, I can show you how to do that easy.
All right.
With like one or two words. I'm not talking about people that have these long prompts of like a paragraph. I'm like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. So if you want to learn how to do it in a couple of words, give it one command. How to get stuff. I discovered something this week that just curled my hair. My hair is already curly.
Lighten the curls, huh? Okay, we're gonna have to.
It curled it. I was like, whoa. So I mean, you don't want to miss it. I discover something new every day. So I discovered something really new this week, and I'm like, I don't think everybody knows how to do this. I really don't. I'm being honest. I don't think people have discovered the thing that I have discovered. I believe it was this week. I don't know, maybe this weekend, but I was like, I'm the chef in there cooking up the AI prompts. So I've gone everywhere and seen the discussion, and there's something about a Dan prompt or a God prompt or something that you tell it all of these things, and I'm like, you guys are wasting your time. You only need to type one word, one. If you don't believe me, come and see. So the link is in the Discord. The link is on my Instagram. I'm gonna put an Instagram post up today with the link, but the link was already in my bio page. If you go to Twitter, there's a link in bio. If you go to Instagram, there's a link in bio. Facebook, I think I put up a post. Actually, I did something really cute for Mother's Day. I don't know if everybody saw it, but that was something I was like, okay, see this AI stuff that's happening. So that's happening. So next the May the 25th, 1 p.m. So sign up. It's going to be fun, and you're going to learn a lot. I guarantee it.
I'm looking forward to this. May 25th, marking it on my calendar.
Yes. And Dr. Tachi's in the house. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so what's the topic for today? So I put this as Carpe Diem, seize the day, because I saw this thing that went viral. There was a viral story. I don't know if you heard about it. And just let me bring up the the story. Let's do that. Okay. Now I can't read this. I gotta move over to the tab. Single mom quits during staff Zoom call and promotes her own business on the way out. I sell cups that say "Baby Daddy Tears."
Okay.
Does that get anybody's attention? Does this story, you're like, what the heck is going on?
Right.
So this, let me get the date. This was last month, okay? And I think the video, it was posted on TikTok. Yes, okay. I don't want it to start yet. Oops. Okay, let me get the sound. Now I got to see if I can get this bigger. I thought I did that.
The little thing in the middle.
Right
Down,
here.
down.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be full screen.
Yeah, down below.
Oh, there you go. Okay. But that's not the video I want. Okay, that's not it.
Because
Where
it moved
is-
over.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back because I want this video. It's weird when you click on it, it goes to like her channel, and I want to show this video. Oh, there it is, the little thing there. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, good. All right, can everybody see it? Because I'm not looking at StreamYard.
No, because it didn't make it bigger on StreamYard. You gonna have to.
Oh, see, it didn't. Okay, let me switch. See, that's what I'm saying. Let me ask because I'm not. I'm not looking at StreamYard. How about that?
Okay, you can see that. Yes.
Okay, let me switch back to StreamYard so you guys can see it. I wish I could make it full. Let's try that. How about that?
There we go. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so she is on TikTok as This Is Jessica Rose, and she's all on the social medias as This Is Jessica Rose. Now, this is her on a work Zoom. It's about 2 minutes, and there's a lot of like conversation, so we're gonna have to like talk about it. So she titled this "Quitting My Job Because I Can't Take It Anymore." So I'm gonna press play.
That's the other person. Thank you so much. Yeah, she left early too.
Honestly, Anna, I just gotta be honest. I think I'm gonna head out too. You've been great. This training class has honestly been great. But it's just we're getting close to these calls, and I just don't think that this job is for me. So I am quitting. You have been awesome. Everyone in this class has been awesome.
Jessica, are you serious? Jessica, that was me last week. That's like a 12th grader dropping out of school.
No, it's not.
This is worse. She has kids American.
Listen, honestly, my kid's gonna be fine. Y'all can follow me on Instagram if you want to.
Not follow the Instagram.
Why are you doing that?
My Instagram.
Do not do this.
My Instagram is at This Is Jessica Rose. my website is shereallyhadababy.com. Y'all can purchase, if y'all are single moms in the building, y'all can purchase cups. I sell cups that say Baby Daddy Tears.
Advertisement in the middle of the class.
Dead.
I sell cups that say Baby Daddy Tears. I'm quitting right now.
Somehow, Jessica, I really don't think you are.
I'm dead ass serious, and I'm not coming back to this job.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm about to text the recruiter.
That's how much I know. I know you're not kidding. I have no idea what you're talking
Listen,
about.
no, I'm gonna text the recruiter. I'm gonna let her know. I just want to say thank you for your time. This class has been a Robin, keep holding it down.
I'm trying. I'm sorry, y'all did not go. I cannot. This never happened to me out of all my years of life.
Like, damn.
This is crazy.
But no, for real.
Wait, what is?
Everybody just tap in.
Quitting, Hannah?
She quit into the commercial at the same time,
Okay.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
lot. That was a lot because she's on a Zoom, so the people on Zoom are reacting. And did you see what she's doing the whole time? Laughing. And that's the part that people got upset about. Like they think it's disrespectful. Why would you quit on Zoom? Blah 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 blah. You gotta remember these are Gen Zs. I think she's like a late Gen Z or whatever, or early millennial. I don't know her age. But this is the thing they do. So I think her laughter was a little bit of nervousness. I don't know, but that was the thing that people got upset about.
Well, that
And
seemed like
go
some
ahead.
people were laughing on the
Yes,
Zoom
so
call
on
too,
the
like, oh,
Zoom,
they thought it was hilarious.
and see what happened was somebody quit just before she hit. I guess she hit record because this is something she wanted to do. It was like, okay, and this is the thing, especially if I'll make a relation, correlation. Like if you're in church and they do the call to altar,
Mm-hmm.
nobody goes to the call to altar until somebody
Somebody
steps
else
up, and then
goes.
everybody. Right. So this is what that is. So she got on the Zoom and she was, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. So the other person quit without her knowledge. Then she was like, okay, I'm gonna head on out too. Because I think that's what she said.
She did. She said, I'm gonna have to go too. Yeah.
Hey Yolanda, Dryer Brothers here.
Hey, Yolanda.
So people are upset at her because they think it's unprofessional. Let me read a little bit.
Well,
So Jessica Rose is a single mom influencer, and she was on TikTok. She's on all the social media. She posted a record. This is from the article I'm reading. She posted a recording of her quitting an online job. The video started with the job trainer saying that another employee left early, and that's why she announced. So she did, because the one person said, "Well, I'm quitting," and she was like, "Well, this is my opportunity for altar call.
I'm out.
So I'm gonna do that." So she says, I just got to be honest. I think I'm going to head out too. You've been great. This training's been great, but I don't think this job is for me. So then that's when everybody started talking, and they're talking. Somebody thought she was joking because she's laughing. I think that was like a nervous thing. I don't know her. I'm just guessing.
Right. But anyway,
Right.
she did it.
So, but see, she quit because she's a mom influencer. She already got like a little website going and little issues. So she really blew up after this went viral. But before, she had a website called She Really Had a Baby.com. And then she sells items, like she has a mug. It's a $35 clear glass mug that reads Baby Daddy Tears. So they, the people on the Zoom was like, you're really doing an ad for your website and your social media influencer stuff in the middle of, the Zoom or whatever. And she's laughing, and they don't think she's serious because she's laughing.
Right.
Right. So, and then she says, I'm not coming back. I'm going to text the recruiter to say thank you. And she kept saying thank you. Like and the part where she's laughing, I think it's nervousness. So people are like, some people were like supportive of her, like this gave me the courage to do what I need to do. Other people were like, this is unprofessional. Like this is unprofessional.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So there's a couple of things. Yes, you could say what she did was unprofessional, but I'm thinking, what is this company's culture and atmosphere that people are jumping ship, literally?
Right. What's going on there? That's
Right.
a good question. So it obviously wasn't good because she didn't go, oh, well, she's been thinking about it. And like I said, she did her altar call because somebody else got up and headed out. And she was like, I'm out too. Bye. And she's like, and I think this wouldn't go viral unless because she's laughing. I think people were like, how unprofessional, you're quitting a job. But this is Gen Z. This is how they do things. And I posted on my stories, I can't remember, maybe last week. There was an article from Business Insider called It's Official. Gen Z is the hustle generation. Gen Z doesn't believe in the promise of the 9-to-5 corporate job. So they're creating new side hustles and forging their own career path. So this they did a survey from a payroll company called Paychecks that found about half of Gen Z are employed at 2 or more places compared with a third of millennials and baby boomers. And they're shaking off the typical 9-to-5 career path and reinventing their own ways to earn an income. They're calling it Generation Hustle instead of Generation Z. So they don't believe in the idea that if you found a good job and work hard, that's the life for them. They don't believe in it.
And that you have to be there 40 years. They are not going to be there in 40 years.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They longevity is not the thing. They
That used
do
to be
what?
a time. Say 30, 40 years ago, it was like you put your 50 years. You put your time in and you got to go watch, or you got to this, or you got to that. When I left my job, they gave me a clock. Then I was like, okay, I still have it. It's over there. But I was just like, okay, when you stay at a place for a long time, they give you things. And then when I was working at Interpublic, they just begged me to stay. They was like, please don't leave. I was like, I gotta go. And it was just because, and it wasn't the money, because they were like, oh, we're gonna give you a big bump in salary. I was just like, but I want to do something different. I want to do something different. So I moved from advertising marketing agency to IT for the government, for a federal government agency, which I was like, I wanted to do that because I hung out with best friends with the network administrator at Interpublic. So I spent all my free time with her in the server room looking at, and she would explain things to me.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, let me try to get in IT here. But there was, I don't remember it. I don't remember if it was no openings or I didn't see a path. And then I was like, okay, I think I want to switch and go over and do IT support and IT stuff, whatever. So I found a way in with the government, and I never looked back from that. So that's why I have a advertising marketing experience side, and I have an IT support, software support side. So I was like, there's a lot of things going on in there, Terry, but that's just what I wanted to do. But you have to, I say seize the day, carpe diem, because you have to make bold moves when you feel like it's the right time. So with her, she felt like it was a bold move to do. I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, you throwing money at me, that's not why I want to stay. Money wasn't the issue. And people are like, what are you crazy? No, I didn't want to be there because I would continue to do the same thing, but I wanted to move into a different industry, and I got the opportunity and I took it. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that her story is one of, and this is Gen Z story. They don't hang around for 40 years in one job and miserable and stick it out. And I think on the other side, the older people, like baby boomers or whatever, they don't understand that, because like you said, they have a culture of, we got this job, we stay in it to the end, and we get our watch or our clock and we leave.
And they will stay for security purposes. Well,
Yes.
this is a good job, and it offers.
Yes, I have a kid in college.
But they're miserable inside.
Yes.
But they are going to stay there because of the security. Look, I got money coming in. Whereas the generation hustle is like, I can make it work wherever I go.
Yeah. Yes.
They're relying on what's on the inside of them to make it go, not necessarily depending on somebody else.
Right. Because there's a culture shift happen. It's been happening for a while, but Gen Z is leading the charge. And they're saying, listen, I got this thing going on and I really want to work. It's my passion. I like to do it. And I'm not going to make $100 million. I might make enough to survive. So Jessica has a daughter. So one of the people in the Zoom was like, well, what about your daughter? Something she said, don't worry about we'll be fine. Like, she's already got the cushion of the side hustle.
Right.
And she's working on that and liking it and going, I can turn this into the thing that sustains me and supports me and my family without doing this job or whatever she was doing on Zoom that didn't fit her. And she knew that. She knew it. So Mark has a comment. When I was in corporate America, I got ahead because I decided to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. I created opportunities where there were no invitations. Yes, that's my thing too. I was like, okay, there's another path. Let me find it. Mark also says misery in corporate America. Corporate America is created by forgetting or not having a why. Your boss knows why you're in the job. Do you? The answer changes as the job, the workplace evolves.
Yeah.
Mark, where is your podcast?
Yes, Mark.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that. That's it exactly. And that is, Gen Z does not feel that way. They don't want to be miserable. They don't want to be unhappy. They want to find happiness, and it's not in corporate America. So you see a lot. And then on the other side, especially in the tech industry, they're cutting all these jobs. some of those jobs were unnecessary, and during the good times, whenever that was in economy wise and tech, they were like, okay, we can hire all these people. Now that things are like, okay, they're talking the recession and this and that, they're like, okay, we got to cut some of this fat because we overhired.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of what's going on in tech. And also, I'll give you an example for Meta. Meta had all these experimental things out, especially their metaverse and all of these, out in the wild, futuristic things they wanted to do, and they had a lot of divisions for that. So that's where some of the cuts are coming from. So Meta is going, well, okay, we don't have the money for that, so that's got to go.
Right.
Or so they're jettisoning a lot of stuff. So that's what's going on. But
again, apparently she saw something in the company to apply for it, but when she got in there, it may not have looked like what she imagined, and she was like, "Ooh, I gotta go."
Because she talked about a recruit. She's going to text the recruiter, so she must have gotten a job to do that, and saw that it didn't fit, and she was like, "There's no need to hang around." And of course, Gen Z is going to film themselves doing things
because she was filming for TikTok. She had the little TikTok thing sitting on the side. I was like, "Okay,
because she's doing content." She was probably going to film. This is one of the things that a lot of people do. They will film themselves doing things and no sound, and then they put text and stuff over it. Right. So she might have been doing it for that, and then she would take it later and put something witty or sarcastic over it, whatever, and her TikTok people would love it. So that's why she was recording it. I don't think, I think it was in the moment. I keep going back to that church thing where nobody stands up. And when one person stands up, they rush the altar.
She took the opportunity. She said, "Ooh, somebody else is leaving." Hey,
she's like, that's my sign. She's like, that's my thing. That's my sign.
I got to go.
Let me go. And it wasn't, so again, there's a dichotomy here where certain that's why I love to talk about the generations, because they think so drastically differently that anybody that's baby boomer will go, what? That's this craziest unprofessional. And those were some of the comments, unprofessional and this and that. So you probably know the age of that, where you had the other side was like, yes, you gave me inspiration to do exactly this for me, or to, like Mark says, you have to find out your why, and you have to say, where's my life at? Where things going at? And the reason why there's so much introspection with Gen Z is that because we have the opportunity of, first was the internet, social media, and now you got your AI stuff. So they really off to the races because of, all the OpenAI and the DALL-E and the Midjourney, all the things that they could do, and they could take that stuff and apply it to social media, like a YouTube channel or their Instagram. Let me bring up her Instagram.
Okay, while you're doing that, Mark says the mistake that many make is thinking that the misery or lack thereof is another's responsibility. It is your life. Ultimately, with few exceptions, there are no victims. Take 100% responsibility for your life and how you're showing up. Stop giving your power away. It's not them, it is you.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. All right, so let me, I want to show you her Instagram. Okay, there's her Instagram. So she is this is Jessica Rose. She has 148K followers. That's nothing to sneeze at, because she could do a lot with that. Far as brand sponsorship deals, I'm pretty sure she's got stuff in the works. So she is a digital creator. I make mamas laugh and baby daddies punch the air. Then she's got her email in there for partnership and for sponsorship deals. She has total following of 900K across all social platforms. She's got hashtags in there, and she's got her link tree. Now, I didn't click on her link. Well, first, let me look at her Instagram, and then so there's the cup. She's smart. She pinned it to the top because it wasn't pinned.
Right.
And she sells this cup, and she's got a video, and she said, okay, so this was the last cup. The last day to place the order was April 28th.
Baby
she
daddy
started
tears.
shipping. Yeah.
And I'm
So
sure there's
this
a
is
story behind that because I'm trying to
yes.
understand.
So
Okay.
she tells it. It's all in here. So if you go to her Instagram or her TikTok, she's telling stories about being a mom and dealing with the father that is not there. And there's stories in here. I didn't get a chance to look at it all. I was just like, she's having fun. Like she's
But you know
just
what she's doing? She is relating to some other people. She have found her tribe and she's talking
yes,
to them. And
yes,
she's being very real.
yes. So she homeschools her daughter. I could go through. She's been on podcasts with other women. This is one. So let's look at this one. Let me see if I can get music. So she said, me on my way to ask a brand for $10,000 for a 60-second video. And then the comment was, the caption was, I also put my ebook on sale. So she has the ebook that's on sale that she's teaching other women how to build their business. With doing content that they want. Here she is. She's just in a row. She's not dressed up. She don't care.
No,
She's
and
just like
the fact that she gonna go ask somebody for 10K.
And she's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Making content. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I clicked on something. Oh, that's me. So she's got stuff that, she's got a hair bonnet. She's in the bed. She's brushing her teeth. Then she's got one here where she's all made up. Because it doesn't matter about you looking like I'm trying to think, a pageant queen, a movie star, whatever. That's not the era of content we're in. We're in the era of content. I said this was the year of content. Content means you pull out your phone, you just start saying stuff. The video she recorded for the Zoom, that was her. It's called B-roll. She was doing B-roll, which is extra video that doesn't say anything, and she's doing an activity because she's going to loop it or put something over it. I'm going to look at her link tree.
She's bold enough to ask for what she wants. I'm thinking this is so she knows what she wants. She's going after. She knows her worth too. See, that's the other thing. She's not kowtowing to what somebody else is going to offer her. Well, you can have. We'll give you this. She's like, nope, I'm out. I can do this.
Right. So she's making content that reaches her target audience. And what do I say? I said, my mother said, everybody ain't gonna be your friend. That means everybody's not gonna like you.
Nope.
You only want the people that vibe with you. And she's got a whole bunch of vibing because she's got, what is it, 900K, 600K or something total?
Right.
Across all her platforms.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
And those people are engaging with her. They're not just on
Did you see the comment? Yeah. She got tons of comments. She got people are clicking on her link, buying her book, buy her ebook. Let me go back here.
And buying her mug.
Look, it's just her with buttons. There's nothing popping, jumping, blah, 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 dancing point. It's simple. You want the baby daddy tears? There's the baby daddy tears. So it goes to she put the mug on sale. Let me see if I can switch to that. Yeah, so here's her mug. Yeah, so she's selling that. Here's her website. Jessica Rose, content creator, entrepreneur, entertainer, podcaster, and writer. All right, you go ahead. And here she's done work. She's done work with KTLA, Channel 5, AOL, The Source, BBC, Jezebel, Honeypot, Claritin, Penguin, Random House, Microban, Walmart, and something called Primo. Those are all her partners. They pay her to make content. All of this, and she's probably got more. So here's her mission statement, or who she is. I make mamas laugh and baby daddy punch the air, especially my baby daddy. And the baby daddy means the father of her child or child. I think she's got one. So here she started her blog in May 2017. It was an outlet, something for her to play around with. She discovered that she could make content and reach people and get brand deal. She's got links to all her videos, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. this is very nice. She's got a very nice, very clean, very simple website. It's colorful. So she's got 900K followers, 20 million Facebook views, 15.9 million TikTok likes. Here's her ebook, What I Wish I Knew Before Followers. And she explains, after organically growing an audience of over 850K followers across all social media, she decided it was time to put together a digital copy of the things she wished she had known. So she comes, and people buy the book. And she's got a podcast. So she's doing a lot of content. She's got testimonials. You made me laugh and smile through some of the hardest moments of my life, and you're so real and straight up. So she put that comment there, and then she's got a link, work with her. Here's a link to her children's book. Here's a link to her email newsletter. And let me stop for a minute for this, because let me get some water. I'm glad to see, as a Gen Z, she sees the power of email, because I had a conversation with someone in this age group, and they were like, "Oh, we don't do email newsletters in my industry." I was like, "Where they do that at?" So and this is a family member. So I spent a lot of time trying to explain, yes, in the fitness industry, yes, they do email.
Right.
That's how you make money.
And because her followers are interested in the email, that's the point. If your email is not interesting, I'm not opening it.
They're interested in you,
right?
So why wouldn't they want? So a lot of Gen Z do not get this, and I'm glad that she gets it, because this is another part of her. What does she have? 900K.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she included her newsletter people in there, that she should, because when she goes to a brand like Walmart, Target, whatever, they're like, "Oh, you got a newsletter with 10K on it or whatever she got, 50K." I'm pretty sure she got a big number. That kind of thing makes a brand happy when they want to work with an influencer, because that means you got an engaged audience. That's what they want.
Isn't that that's the old time TV and radio wanted to know how many viewers you had.
Yep.
Or listeners you had. Now they want to know how many followers you have. That I'm talking about genuine followers too, because these people are commenting and engaging with her, not just followers.
Right.
Mark has a comment here.
Okay.
He says, you must value yourself before others will do the same. You cannot wait for others to validate you unless you want to be waiting for a long time.
Boom. Mark, where's your podcast?
Come on, Mark. We'll follow. We'll come.
You better have this. You better put this podcast out. I think we mentioned this to you before.
Yes,
right, not the bully, Mark. We're sorry, we're not gonna bully you. But
no, ask Mark Ward. We can. Because I will enjoy having the conversations, even if it's like a 30 or 15-minute podcast. It ain't got to be an hour. It can be 15 minutes.
And people do podcasts for 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15. It doesn't have to be an hour. It could be, and it's easy to do. You just, where's my phone? Here's your podcast. Oh, right here. And guess what? You can get one of these little things to like $20. Wait, here. And it goes in the bottom, and you can talk.
Even if you use that, you can just put a little thing out and talk. He said,
but I mean, if you want to feel like you're a podcaster, you can get a little
get a mic. It says Mark says, I have many episodes of podcasts out there from yesteryear. I've been preaching this stuff for years. Recirculate it, bring it back.
Okay, so let me tell you, Mark. Okay, so yes, you have the stuff from yesteryear. You can use that today. You can put the podcast out today and call it retro. You could do one. This is retro, whatever, and then do a little talking. But today it applies. This applies. You see what I'm saying? You could do the changes, because I feel like the comments that you said in here, this applies to this lady Gen Z, a lot of Gen Z. It applies to millennials. It applies to Gen X. Anybody that's feeling unfulfilled in their life and they don't know how to get out of it, or the thing that jump starts them. And that's what I'm saying about Jessica. She made a bold move. She decided, hey, Carpe Diem, seize the day. This is the time I'm out, making a bold move. And that's what we need to do.
I
You don't
agree.
have to quit. I'm not saying quit like she quit, but what I'm saying is, and let me take this down so we can come back. What I'm saying is that you want to make some bold moves. This is the time. You got the tools. You got the everything is laid out like a little buffet,
And
a big
Spotify,
buffet.
yes, and because Spotify owns Anchor now, I believe that podcast will go far and wide in helping
Yes,
people. Um,
yes.
she did this. She just did her. And Mark, you always do you. So I'm this. It'll be really good. And we need to do like she did and be okay and just do it.
Right. Okay, so I got another story about me. I rarely talk about me. So you guys remember Blab, right? We
Yes.
talk about the B word. And I was on Blab. What was this? 2016 was it? I don't remember.
2016,
But I was
2015.
on Blab because all my, Eileen was there. A couple of people from Anchor and other places. Was Ross Brand there? I think Dr. Taji was there. Everybody was there. Like, the live streaming crew was there. And any place that Eileen Smith went, Miss Eileen, I followed. I was like, she's over there, I'm going over there. And I just was hung out consuming content, trying to figure out, okay, I want to do this, but how do I do this? And I remember I was in one chat or something, and can't remember her name. And she was like, Terry, come on camera. I was like, I'm not getting on camera. No. She was like, no, come on, it'll be fun. It's just us. It's like, it's a safe space. And I got on. I was like, this is really cool. Being on instead of consuming the video. So, I mean, I did that and never looked back. And we're still Facebook friends. I can't remember her name, but she's on my Facebook. And she was just like, Terry, come on in. Just like, come on. Jump in. The water's fine, is what she said. It's okay. I got you. It's a safe space. Come in and test out the water. So that's what I mean about doing a bold move, doing things, seizing the opportunity that's there. Because as I said, it's all laid out now.
Right.
You've got the internet. You've got social media. We've got the AI tools. So how do I make the content? I don't know what to say. AI tool, go to one of those tools and say this. And it will fill out. You can do an incomplete phrase. Like I do that all the time. I say, fill this out or complete this. And I give it 3-4 words and it spits out everything that I need. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Now I got the guide, not the guideline. I'm trying to think of the thing that helps. It was like, okay, now I see the path where I can go with this idea because it wasn't fully fleshed out.
Right.
Everybody has an idea like that, like a one word, I really wanted to talk about this, but I can't flesh it out. So these AI tools, the GPT tools, will flesh it out for you and say, oh, well, you want to, make a podcast? Here's a podcast. You want to come up with the title? You want to do this? You want to do that? It's so many ways to use it to spark the creativity in you. That's why you have to give it that jump start. And you're off to the races. Then you go, okay, well, what do I do with this? Say if you do a YouTube script or a podcast script or a podcast episode or whatever, and it spits it out for you. And you go, okay, I can take this and go to Anchor, or I can go to wherever. I could just record it on my phone and upload it somewhere because the opportunity is there. There's some platform where you can upload it. Probably, I would say YouTube because that would be the best thing. But then you got the script. There's no more. I don't know what to say or how to say it. And I'm not saying that you take, and I've never done this. I've never taken the script on a landing page or the email, this and that, and just copy and paste. I go, oh, I like that sentence, and I pull it out. I like that sentence, and I pull it out, and then I add my own stuff. Voila, I got my content.
Right.
Whatever it is. Now, the Instagram caption, the LinkedIn caption, the Facebook.
Yes.
Reel.
Now, one thing about this young lady, she realized sitting in that chair that what she was doing on her own was far better than whatever was happening.
And she was happier. Then the happen, like Mark said, the happiness factor.
Right.
It was in there. She was like, I'm not happy on this Zoom doing this job, doing whatever she was doing.
Like, oh, this is not for me. And somebody, she might have thought she had to go back and get a 9 to 5, and she was like, oh no, I cannot go back here.
Trust me, it was in her head the whole time of quitting. And she wasn't there long. I forgot what the amount of time was, maybe a week or two.
Yeah, she wasn't there long. Mark says Eileen was one of my anchor favorites from the original crew.
Yep. We had a Facebook, I think the Facebook group is still there. We had an anchor group with, I forgot who it was. And I'm just saying that these are the things that we need to do as business owners. Pick up, if you don't have a podcast, I don't know how to start. I don't know what to say. How does the format? There's tools that will do that for you. Like I said, you just pick the one you want. I use ChatGPT. I'm liking Bing now. I'm even starting to like Bard a little bit. Now, remember, all of these are open. Like Bing was behind a wait list. It's open to everybody. Bard was on a wait list. It's open to everybody now. ChatGPT just did some things where now they have an internet connection, just like Bing. So when you type in a prompt and you want something, you can ask it to go to the internet. It has that connection now. It just rolled out this week. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I know it can seem overwhelming, and that's why we're doing the workshop, because I want to show you don't have to be overwhelmed. You pick one tool. There's like 100 tools. You pick one that you like to work with. And then, okay, how do I give it a command? How do I do the prompt? I don't have to type out a whole long story to get the content that I want out of the generative AI tool. And like I said, I use 1-2 words. I don't do, when I first started, I was like, oh yeah, you got to put act as a this and that. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore to get what you want.
Yeah, Dr. Tachi also says she loves Eileen. And then Mark says, your life changes when you realize that the discomfort that you are experiencing is a wake-up call. It is not a punishment. It's a beacon, a directional signal urging you to change course.
Yes, that is your beacon, your signal. He's right. Absolutely. I love perfectly said, Mark. It is the thing that's telling you it's time, it's time, it's time. And if you don't pay attention to it, it will do it. It will do it. It won't happen. So in the case of Jessica, the thing said, somebody else was like, oh, okay, I'm quitting today. And she was like, wait a minute, that's my sign. Hold up, I'm behind you out the door. I loved it. But I loved it. And then the thing that I think annoyed people was because she was laughing. I don't think it was that. I think it was her, because some people react different in the, when they're nervous.
She was probably thinking in her head, I am not believe I'm actually doing this. I'm actually quitting.
She didn't plan.
And I'm doing it on the Zoom call.
I don't think she planned to quit that day, but she wanted to quit. And you know what I'm saying?
What is in you comes out of you. And it just came up out of her. Because somebody mentioned about the other girl, somebody else had left. And and it just came up. She's like, well, I'm leaving too.
I'm out. She's out exact word. Because I want to read her exact words. She said, I just got to be honest. I think I'm going to head out too. You've been great. This has been great. I don't think this job is for me, so I'm quitting. And laughing the whole time. I think that's what people are like bothered by, the ones that don't like it.
You can't judge somebody's laughter as, they didn't take it seriously. She took it seriously. And some people in there were like, is she serious? Is she really quitting? Or is this a joke? They didn't know if she was really doing that.
Right.
And they couldn't understand.
I thought it was great because I've been reading stuff about Gen Z, and let me bring up this article because it was it May? Yeah, May 9th. I think this was Business Insider. And I thought this was interesting. Gen Z is the hustle generation. They don't believe in doing the things that their grandparents did, the way that they did them, as far as you got this job 9 to 5, you drudge to the job because you got bills to pay. And now Gen Z is telling everybody, listen, You don't have to do that if it makes you unhappy. Like Mark said about the misery
Right.
part of it. And the good thing is, baby boomers, you don't have to, if you're in retirement or you're in a job now, you don't have to do it. You can follow Gen Z lead, not like this. I'm not saying like that, but I'm just saying there's a thing that everybody does that makes them happy.
And here's
Everybody.
there's the companies now, they don't have too much loyalty to their employees anyway. They will
Right.
lay you off in a heartbeat. Okay, we're downsizing.
As you
And
can
they're
see,
not
with
giving
the
you no-
Salesforce, Meta, Twitter, I'm leaving out some. You don't know. I was reading a story on LinkedIn yesterday about a woman who worked for LinkedIn, and LinkedIn laid off some people, and they said if you get an email invite or something, please join it. And when she joined it, and that's when
Oh,
she knew. But she's a yoga instructor. She likes yoga. She does yoga instruction on the side. So she said when she got the let go Zoom or whatever it was, she felt bad and everything, but she said, should I cancel my yoga class? She's an instructor. And she said, no, I'm going to go and do my yoga. And she went and told everybody at the class, and they were very encouraging. She got a whole bunch of leads for another job. But if she wants to, she could do this yoga instruction online.
Yep.
She could start a thing. Matter of fact, who is it? Is it Sound Bath Meditations that has she does the bowls?
The bowls, yeah.
She's on TikTok, and I went and checked out her TikTok. I think I mentioned this before. She's got a membership club now where you join the membership, and she's got all that stuff in there.
Right.
So there's not, if you're thinking there's not a path to doing the thing I love, to getting paid for it, and you may not become a millionaire. There's lots of millionaires, info entrepreneurs that are millionaires, and I make 7 figures, 8 figures. Okay, great. But there's some people that are making, 100K or less, but they are happy. Like Mark said, they are happy, and they can support themselves.
Right.
Without the 9 to 5. So this is what this Jessica Rose shows. And she's not the only one. There's lots of others stories where they quit. What's the thing? The quiet quitting we were talking about?
Yep. Where people just like, I'm not doing this. And
that's a sign of being unhappy. Like Mark says, you have to value yourself before others will do the same. You cannot wait for others to validate you. You have to say to yourself, this is the thing I love to do. What do I do? And you got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
And this is what Terry and what Bizchicks talks about, going to the front of your own line. Do you, boo? What is it that you want to be doing that brings you joy? That yes, you're helping other people still, you're serving and doing all of that, but what makes you happy to do those things? Not just, I need to go to work because I need a check.
Mark's got a big comment. Thank you, Mark.
Woo, let's see. Many become misguided by believing that their job must be their passion or that which fuels their life. This is naive. Not everyone's passion can be their vocation. But if your job is paying for your passion and you're clear about how all of the pieces of your life are working together in harmony to your intended end, the misery is extinguished. You have to know what you want, the root, not the symptom. It is never money. It's about what you think the money is going to provide.
Thank you, Mark. I love that. And you're right. It's not the money. Like I said, my example was being at Interpublic and the vice president calling me in his office. Terry, we want you to stay. And what is it? Money? I'll give you more money. Do you want this? You want that? And I was just like, thank you. No, but it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to move on. I knew that. I mean, I would have loved to stay because it was a great place to work. I mean, I love my coworkers. My boss was great. Anything I wanted, they bought for me. any kind of equipment, any kind of thing. All I had to do was ask. But I was like, okay, I gotta move on because I wanted to do this new thing, and it's not about the money. And people think, well, if they offer me more money, really think about it. You're not in a good place, and they give you more money. That's just more misery.
Right.
Because you're
And
like, oh, I really can't leave now because I got this much money.
but and then you
So,
they just paid for your soul. So
Gary V talks about this a lot in his videos too. He talks a lot to the younger generation about doing things now. He says taste things now. And I don't think people understand what he's saying. He's saying try it. When you get older, you won't want to because you've gotten set in your ways or whatever reason. And you're like, well, I can't just run off to Europe and backpack, or I can't just go here or there. He's saying as a kid, when you're 20,
do it.
19, 20, 21, whatever, he's saying taste the thing now, do it now. Because that leads to you discovering who you really want to be when you're 30.
Yep.
And I love that he's saying that to the Gen Zs. He says stuff to older people, but he's really focusing on young people to get them to see the idea of you don't have to do what your parents did, even though they're telling you got to go to college, you got to do this, and you got to do that. And he talked about that a lot. And he made a lot of parents upset. He made a comment that on one of his last videos, he said years ago, he was saying that, college, you don't need college, whatever. He said a lot of parents got upset with him. And he says those same parents come up to him today and said, you're absolutely right. So again, here's a thing where you have to know something and know that it's valuable. It's not the right time to say it, but you say it anyway because it'll catch up.
Right.
So he's been saying this for years about, I wasn't a good student, this and that. And people say, oh, you're just mad because you're not a good student. He says, no, that's not it. He said, there's another way to do it. Let them discover it for themselves so they don't become unhappy 30, 40-year-old adults stuck in some situation they can't get out of and they're miserable. So, a lot of that, that's why I when I heard this story and I read it, I was like, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. How do we, and here's the thing, how do we as business owners take, the essence of her story? So I had a couple of points. So you make the most of every chance. The key lesson is always look for cool, different ways to let people know about your business. She told her story, telling your story. It makes her business special and relatable to certain people. When you start your business, think about how your own experiences can make your business stand out. Being brave and believing in yourself. It can be scary. That's why she was laughing. I think that was nervousness. So you need to make big decisions and take risks, even though it's like, this is scary. Just push through and do it. And, that's what's happening. She used social media. Again, Gen Z is going to use these tools. They're going to get on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and all that. And they're going to make content, super useful content, talking to their customers, to their audience, and promoting their business. So that's why I love the story that in the middle of it, she was like, okay, follow me on my website, baby something tears. I got a cup that I'm selling. So she threw all of that in there.
On the way out the door, she's like,
and catch me on Instagram and catch me on my website and buy my this and buy my that. So, and that ties in. Mm-hmm. That ties into the next point. Using humor to get attention. If you can use humor right, it can make your product really stand out and be memorable. She's memorable.
Right, because we would not be talking about her right now had she not done this.
Not a bit. Another point, I said this before, not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Some people didn't like what she did. Some people did. They didn't like the way. But when you're promoting your product, not everyone will like it. That's okay. What's important is to focus on the people who do. So you want to focus on the people that are with you. And all the other ones that don't like what she did, well,
they just don't like what she did. So there's nothing
like she doesn't care.
Not really.
And I love that I love that it was humorous that she laughed. I think it was nervous. I don't know her. I'm just saying I think it was nervousness and the stress of the situation of quitting when you didn't plan on it.
Wait, quitting on air.
Yes, when you didn't plan on it, and then she knew she was recording for TikTok for something else. It was like, okay, I'm getting this. See, content is everywhere.
Remember the movie where the dude was in the newsroom? He said, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore."
Yes, that was Network. I think it was in the 70s, and I remember. Yes, that's very memorable. He was just
like,
yeah, and I think he told people to throw their TVs out the window, and they did. Oh, Mark has a comment.
Mark says, it took me a long time to realize that if I wasn't ruffling someone's feathers, I'm not doing it right. I am here to disrupt, not comfort.
Okay, Mark, I'm stealing from you. I'm here to disrupt, not comfort. I'll give you the credit, but I'm going to use it. I love that.
Now you could, you know, the Disrupt Not Comfort podcast, come on, Mark.
I love that saying. But I don't know how many we've said this over and over and over. And when social media came along, I was like, okay, here's another level of online business, because we had internet. Yeah, okay, whatever. But when social media came along, that really was like up the ante as far as you growing a business. I mean, we're in the maturity of social media now, to where now the next level up is AI tools. And yep. I'm sorry, I hear a lot of stories about people getting scared, and I understand. But this train is not stopping. This horse is out the barn. It's not pausing. It's not stopping, because every day there's some new tool. And I'll tell you why. It's because they built on, say ChatGPT. There are so many people, because of open source things and everything, that they built other things on top of GPT that are just splintering off so fast. Every time I go to Twitter, there's some new, this AI thing that does this, auto GPT, baby GPT, something GPT. And these are people that are writing code using Chat GPT. And they're writing and making other platforms to do different things. So that's why I'm saying it's not going to pause. That is wishful thinking. But what I do like is that the news, I think it was like a week or two ago, that a lot of these people, Sam Altman, I think he's before Congress today. I got to check that out. But they had a meeting with the vice president about, okay, there needs to be some guidelines, because there's a copyright issue that's going underneath all of this. And there's some other things. So they do have a committee to explore it, which is, okay, they need to go a little faster, but I'm telling you, the government moves at a molasses pace. So at least they're talking about it. But I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up to everything that's going out in the private sector as far as the AI tools. So I understand people, you're a little afraid, and there's a little scary factor in there, but I always try to, rely on the fact that there are people with sense, like this Sam Altman guy. Every time I hear him speak, I'm liking what he says, versus people like Elon Musk, which I'm like, I wish he would just go away, but he's not going away. So that's what I'm saying. If someone like this guy, Sam Altman, and others are being conscious about, okay, we need to have some kind of not sustainability, but some accountability in these tools, that they're building things in there. They're trying. It's not going to be perfect. So that's what's happening. And Dr. Taji said, yes, that network scene is classic. Yeah, that is classic. That is classic. But that's yeah. But that's kind of like what she was like, okay, I'm not gonna take it anymore. But she was laughing. I love
peace out, people. Peace out.
Jizzy is like, I know my worth, and I'm not gonna do it, because they've got YouTube, they've got any tool, and whatever new tool that comes up, Lemonade, we talk about a lot, or whatever's coming up. The matter of fact, I heard real quick before we end, I I watch Cheddar News a lot, and they do a segment on Friday called Shed Her, which is about women entrepreneurs and businesses. And they had this lady on. I have to go rewatch it, but she created an app for chronic illness. Like if you have a chronic illness, and I have to go back and see. I will put the link. But I was like, see how this niche thing is happening. Because I talked about the Peanut app, and now there's an app for if you have a chronic illness. Because she went through something medically, and then she figured out, oh, I need to make an app for this for other people to guide them and help them. So this is what's happening. Niche things are happening.
Yes.
I always talk about the guy that had the hot sauce website years ago. Like, why would you have this was when before social media. Like, he got a website about different kind of hot, because he likes hot sauce. So back then, that's like sounds crazy talk. But today, there's what's that show called, Hot Ones or something, where they eat the wings?
I don't know.
There's a show, Dr. Taji knows. It's on YouTube or somewhere, where it's called Hot Wings or Hot Take or Hot something, where they get celebrities to come on and they see how hot they can do the wings with the sauce. And then they get, because they're so hot and stuff, they ask them questions. So they get a lot of truth out of them. I think it's called Hot something.
Hot Take.
I forgot what it was.
Hot Take. The journalism had a piece of delivery. Okay, now.
Is it Hot Take?
Yeah, I'm looking in here.
No, it's something about hot. It's hot something. Celebrities eat hot wings. Celebrities eating hot wings. There it is. I got it. It's called First We Feast. Oh, Hot Ones. That's what it is. Hot Ones. So they had Will Ferrell, Tom Holland, Matthew McConaughey. I saw the one with Idris Elba and Viola Davis. So there you go. I mean, those are the things that we do now. And Carlos says, great show. Saw with Selma Hayek. Yes. So she did one. All the celebrities go on, and they get them this hot, and they're just crying and this and that, and they're talking to them, and like, it's hilarious. But see, that's the thing that you do now. You make a business off of that. Before, it was like, okay, you had a website talking about different hot sauce. How is it that exciting? It's very exciting because there's different hot sauce, the different peppers and different things and that. And they have hot sauce, hot pepper festivals and sauce festivals and this and that. And you could get a Food Network TV show. He said, terrible concept, but it works. Yes, it works. On paper, it sounds crazy. But when you film it, you see the magic. So those are the things you gotta go out on a limb and say, let me try. Okay. So that's what I have for you today about Carpe Diem Seize the Day. Those are the things that are happening, and it's going to increase. So and another thing I will say, it's never too late. You don't have to be Gen Z to do this. And I think I mentioned it before. You could be baby boomer, but you're going to talk to baby boomers, right? Because Gen Z really don't like baby boomers now. So you're not going to reach Gen Z, but you could talk to other baby boomers, or you could talk to Gen X that's going to be that age. You know what I'm saying? So
Carlos is funny.
They really? I don't remember that.
That because I didn't watch
that Jack show, Jack ASS show.
Yeah,
could have been it, Carlos. I think I remember some crazy show. But see, again, these are things that people are doing. Instead of being on MTV, you go straight to YouTube and make the channel that you want. We're in a content blow up, content creation, the year of content, and now you are the media company because YouTube makes you a media network. Because Ross Brand has his network thing. Dr. Tashi's working on her stuff that's coming up. So see these tools that allow you to do the things that you need to do and reach the people that you need to reach. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's not about viral. It's about reaching the people that you need to reach, that resonate and connect with you. Because it's easy to do.
Right. And that's the thing. Today's example, the lady had a connection with these people, and she realized she did not have to go back to where she's like, oh, I don't have to stay here.
And Carlos had some comments about his Nexus
Now you know
media
my media
concept.
concept.
Mm-hmm.
They should be on my business. I have tons of tools that they don't have on their platforms.
See, there you go.
Right.
Things are happening. People are making things happen and work for them because these are the things. And you hear it so often that it's cliche. Oh, you got to find your passion. No, the thing that you like to do, the thing that you like to do the most, if you didn't have to work and you had the income that took care of your expenses and what else, what would you do happily that would make you happy? Oh, I know that's the thing you need to work on. You need to work on it whenever you got free time. Side hustle. That's what she had. She had a side hustle. Now she was like, I'm out. I'm out the door. I'm going to my baby daddy tears cup. And again, this is controversial because then you may have some people go, well, why is it baby daddy tears and why are you talking about baby? So those things work together because someone could come on the opposite of her and do baby mom or something. I don't know what, but that's the thing. It's open to all. The opportunity is there. It's a buffet. Pick your platform. Decide what you want to talk about. It's easy to make the content evident more than before. It's easier
And
now today.
And you will find out more about that because TJ, tell them about your workshop again.
Okay, let's bring up my bring this up. So we're doing a Build Your Brand mini workshop, Build Your Brand with AI, Thursday, May 25th, 2023, 1 p.m. More information, go to terryjohnsononline.com/info. There's a button there. If you're in the Discord, there's a special thing in there for the Discord people. Instagram is in my link in bio. Twitter is in my link in bio. Facebook is on the Facebook page. I pretty much put it wherever. LinkedIn is on LinkedIn also. So join me. And I'm trying to get back. I clicked on something. Okay, sorry. StreamYard got so many good things in here. Like, what am I clicking on?
Now, we also want you to become a part of the Bizchicks community. There's a couple of ways for you to do that. You can go to bizchicks.net. Let me find that. And then if you are over there on LinkedIn, please like or follow us on our, thank you.
There it is.
Thank you. On our LinkedIn page, follow us over there. Just click on, we're over there.
Yep, LinkedIn is a hot property now.
Yes. We
it may look boring, but there's engagement happening over there. So the
engagement is really solid too. It's not kind of like, it's not like hit or miss like some of the other platforms. You actually get to talk to people and having a conversation. So so follow us over there on LinkedIn. We'll be posting and doing things. We're working on content, and I'm looking forward to TJ's class so that we can build our brand with AI.
Yeah, so it's easy. And I'm talking, and I don't do prompts that are like paragraphs. I do one or two word prompts, and I get what I want, and then I refine it. I know how to give me what I need. Because the thing is, if you use these tools straight out the box and you ask it for something, give it a prompt, you're going to get a prompt that sounds like everybody else. Right. And the thing is, one more thing I've seen is like people are using the AI tools for comments on Instagram. I've seen it, and they copy and paste it, and I'm like, they did that in the AI tool. So because it sounds like a professor talking, or I'm like, that's sounds not like a bot. It sounds very. It has big words. I'm like, you don't use that word.
Not at all.
And then it says thank you for something. Thank you for posting or something that I've seen with ChatGPT. It says it does it in a certain format, and so the person copies it and plasters it in the comments, and I'm like, hey, you know.
Yeah, because what I've noticed is Facebook will offer you, hey, do you want to reply with this? And I was like, no, because I would not say that the way you're saying that.
Right. So there's a way to jazz that up. But thanks everybody for being here today, and
yes,
getting this topic that we're talking about. And Mark always has wonderful comments. I love it. And I love it.
Forward for his
comments.
Yes, and we're looking forward to his podcast.
Yeah.
To let us know when it's ready, percolated.
Yeah. Yes.
So thank you all for tuning in live. On the replay, we will be back next Tuesday with more digital marketing with TJO. I love the new moniker, TJO.
Yeah, I had that. That was for the LinkedIn that I tried, and I was like, okay, it should be the same on YouTube. I gotta fix that, but that's a StreamYard thing. So
I
wanted it to say Bizchicks. Yeah. On the Bizchicks, on all the Bizchicks platform, it should have said Bizchick TV, because there in StreamYard you can do different titles.
So for each,
I don't know what happened there.
Okay, well, look, we get to go back in and play with StreamYard some more.
You can do different titles for different destinations. So I was like, okay, for my LinkedIn, I wanted it to say something different, just to test, because we're doing a LinkedIn test.
This is okay. I like this. Yeah. This is okay. Really good. We'll be back next Tuesday. Tomorrow, Coach Karen is here. Thursday, Happy Healthy Habits. Friday, we will be talking tech. Stuff is happening in the tech world, people. You need to be there so we can make sure we stay on top of everything. Monday is coffee conversations, and then we're back here again on Tuesday with TJ with more digital marketing. Thank you all
for watching.
Yeah, we love you guys and appreciate your time. And we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye.